So today's video is going to be ranking the mid-season dances, basically the dances that bring the second half of the season back after we've had the first half. So as mid-season, whether it's a physical break where we stop for like a couple of months or a halfway point. So this is my opinion, nobody else's, so please bear that in mind. Please, before continuing to watch this video, subscribe down below. It's based on the television version and not the extended dance, because I don't think every dance has extended dance. So in 7th place, season 1. One didn't have a mid-season dance. I liked the recap, but it had to go bottom because we're ranking mid-season dances. I just don't think it was like as good as season 5, even though that one's come above it. It's good to have a reminder, because sometimes when you start the second half of a new show, you might have new people join, watching it at the halfway point. A technique for a new show to get all the viewers hooked on the show. 6th place is season 2. I like how the dance was better than the opening dance, The Smile at the End of the World. I liked how this Talking Heads was talking about everything that happened so far, so it was a bit of a recap of just like what's happened without a recap from like a dancer's perspective. So it hooks you in to find out what's going on and what's going to happen. How James and Riley didn't do anything together because it fitted the plot. They'd broken up by this point. They were still broken up. They hadn't got back together yet. To everyone coming into the unison sections rather than starting in unison, because it gave them individuality, got them to show their own personality. Some was good though. Emily was a bit behind with the choreo. It's not a special dance, it did what it needed to do. Emily's solo was good, though Amanda did the same as her, so it would have been nice if Amanda had done something different and Emily did that, because Amanda can do a lot more than Emily can do, so it would have been nice to like see that. On to 5th place, which is season 5. I loved each team practicing an equal amount. I loved watching the dance battle. It was left on such a cliffhanger, which was good. Made me feel engaged, tuned to the second half, because you wanted to find out what was happening with TNS East, TNS West, who was going to regionals. I know that was kind of said, but made me feel engaged to tune into the second half. It's a good episode, my favourite episode of season 5. I felt excited throughout the episode. I liked in season 5 episode 12 they were celebrating winning the dance battle, so they did have an opening dance, so it was like nice to see that. I liked it. Third place is season 6, Tied to You. I loved the music at the start with all the outside shots. Davis joins the team, having been a replacement for Amy. I loved the layout line. Favourite bit of the dance because it wowed me from the start, and it was fitted with the song, flipping people, having people run through trying to dodge them like animals. Then it goes into Rochelle's impressive solo. In the season, the standard of choreo was so good. Season 6 was just a good season in itself, to be honest. Seasons, there was high energy, everyone did different things that you hadn't seen the character do before. I felt Davis was Could have done a little bit more, like something a bit more impressive. Because the most impressive thing in her solo bit was like the bit she did with Jackie and then the kick, and that was it. So we're doing their choreo section and at the front, and the boys were just having fun at the back. Came together, love the fusion. It's fitted together really well, the moves went together. I forgot 4th place, which 4th place is season 7. Their dance was the main attraction. I like the dance is high energy, a fresh song would have been good, but I did like main attraction. Sections I didn't like so much, the camera angles didn't show everyone in a good light. Made some dancers seem weaker than they actually are. The bit where the girls were doing the thing on the floor, you didn't see the ones at the front very well. You were seeing Kenzie and she was not doing the choreo to the best compared to like Rochelle, Piper, all of them. The boys section, the camera was too close, too cropped in, so you couldn't really see a lot of it. Just wasn't a good look, basically. Cameras made it look very like a chaotic, really rushed dance when it wasn't. Also, people lacked in certain areas. Piper did really well in the dance, whereas Kenzie I felt lacked. Cuts to Summer, which should not have happened. Summer's no longer a part of A Troop. I mean, to talk about her, but don't need to include her. The dance is an A Troop opening dance of that bit of the season. Didn't need to happen. By all means talk about her, but don't include her until after the intro. Better than tell the story, but it was not as good. 7 dances were not that good. The only good ones were like Piper's solo and Rochelle's solo. The best on the planet. 3rd place, as we've just talked about, was season 6. 2nd place is season 4. I like Do What I Want. Glad Rochelle danced to it. I know probably season 7 songs probably what people will have wanted, but I liked it. I liked her dance to Do What I Want. The dance as a whole was good. I loved Piper's outfit in that dance. I think the colour on her suited and it made her a lot more mature, I think. Liked how Henry was the lead rather than more conventional dancer, like someone who's been on A Troop longer. I wouldn't say Amanda necessarily. I would say typical lead is sort of Noah, Rochelle, Piper, all the bigger names, and all like seen as like the better dancers in a way. It's nice because Henry's not a main character till in like the later seasons. I like Henry was the glue to the dance while everyone was doing their tricks around him. The energy was good at all times. Everyone had their little small group as well as a solo, which was good. My favourite small group was Amy, Amanda and Cassie. Would have been nice to see Piper, Skylar and someone else in the small group do a bit more. I liked the unison sections and how the lines were really neat, and everything about them was nice. The only gripe is they were a bit close to the mirror. The solos were good. Rochelle comes through and we see go to Piper's solo. There was some confusion. Solone's solo was different, but she looked a bit confused in her solo base. And Rochelle started their solos doing the same thing. It would have been nice for Amy to do turns and Rochelle to do something different. And Amy to have done more in her solo, because there was like... And 1st place is season 3. The unison was so good in this dance. The mid-season dance was as strong as the opening dance. I think season 3 was so good. Fantastic unison sections. I liked how it wasn't just like solos and how it was more of a group dance where you have unison sections doing things at the same time. Ella pulled her weight. She looked like an A trooper rather than like someone who'd come from like another country. The choreo was good, spick and spam, like really clean. The lines were good, the formations were good. It looked like a well-planned dance. The style was all mixed well. People were paired with the right people. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye.